Hey gang, Kevin here, Life22, and it is July. It is July 1st today. I know all of you are super excited. If you're in my town, you can't go to Walmart today. You know, it's one of those things. And actually, it's funny that I bring that up because I was talking to somebody. They had to go pick up a loved one at the local Walmart today because the loved one is older. And she was like, "Oh, I can't believe she went today because it's the first of the month and blah, blah, blah." And like, we never go on the first of the month because and it's funny that I'm bringing this up because you know what today is besides just the 1st of July? It is the beginning of our life theme. Our life theme for the month is job lie, right? And it's every month we have a new theme. If you're new to the channel, you're like, why? What is this life theme thing? We pick a new life theme every month. It is part of Life22 Studios. We do a life theme, and it works on making you a better person. You're going to sit there and you're going to be like, okay, I need to work on me, right? And it's for self-betterment. And what better way than to get a job, maybe leave a job, and then get a new job, work harder at the job that you have, make corrections to your job, make yourself better at the job that you have. Why would you, and this is what we do a lot of the times too, and this is the purpose of those life themes, right? It's to make you a better person, and the best person to help you be a better person is you, right? Like every problem you're going to have in the world is usually caused by you. Instead of looking outwardly first, look inwardly first, right? And these are the different things. And one of those could be maybe I'm having a really shitty time at work because of my outlook, because of the way that I'm looking at the world, because of what I am doing. Focus on you first. And then once you've ruled out every problem that you have or you could have, and maybe they're things that you can't see, so you won't know about them for a while, but then you can start to wander outside of yourself and look at the problems that you may be causing for other people. So there is that. But last month's theme, right? We're going to get into that real quick. Last month's theme was June Bloom, and it was all about working on our mental health. And it was a big build up from doing and helping to create us and bloom into the June season, into the beautiful season until you get to July, where it's deathly hot. It is deathly hot here in Western New York. It is like, I want to say my office, I haven't hooked up air conditioning yet because like my boilers kicked on like a month ago. And I was like, it's not even close yet, blah, blah, blah. It's been a really cold season. It is 93 degrees according to the thermometer in my office right now because I haven't hooked up the air conditioning. And it's also the sunroom. And so it's like, oh my God, I'm dying. So yeah, if you're like, Kevin's really sweaty in this video, like it's not because I picked up a heroin habit and I'm running low on supply. Like it's just freaking hot. That's why my face is red. I've been outside quite a bit today. I had to move bales of insulation, so those are probably in my pores still, making my face red and more irritated than it already is, and I'm due for a shave, so I look like a homeless veteran. So, which would also lead you to think that maybe Kevin is shooting heroin, like maybe, but I'm not. So, which is not good for your mental health either. It's not good. It's not good for you to be dependent on something else, right? So that was the June Bloom. And then we're getting into the job lie. So what better way for you to work on yourself is to focus on your sense of what you toil at every day. Everybody has a toil, right? You have to toil. Otherwise, you're not going to find a lot of meaning in life. If your toil is being a stay-at-home mom, then be a stay-at-home mom. Be the best stay-at-home mom that you can be, right? Some people always think that, well, I have a job and blah, 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 and job is different than being a homemaker or being a mother or a father and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, they're all jobs. Some provide you with monetary support and some are necessary for being a functioning member of society. So like husband goes out to work, just using some stereotypical roles here, right? Husband goes out to work, mom stays home, takes care of the kids. Both are very important jobs. One provides money to come into the household to provide the food that then could get cooked and feed the children, yada, yada. So both are jobs, just, and obviously everybody's job is crucial to a degree, right? Like, and then sometimes you have to switch jobs, you have to rotate through jobs, you have to do what's financially best for your family. Sometimes, a spouse loses a job and the other spouse who wasn't working now has to go to work and pick up extra shifts. And then that spouse finds a job, and then just to make up for ends not meeting, that person might also have to pick up a second job. Like, sometimes shit happens, right? But it's not on other people, it's on you, and you need to bear the brunt and the burden of those different types of things in society. Those are what you've got. Like, that's what the life theme is about, baby. It's about you taking some self accountability. But part of self accountability, right? Like, if you're like, hey, my house needs painted, I should paint it, right? Like, no one else is going to paint your house for you, right? Like, that's like, somebody might pay somebody to paint a house, but it's never going to be to the standard that you want your house to be painted, if that makes sense. Not typically, right? So that's very, and it's very true of yourself, right? You can pay doctors and all these people all the time to fix your problems for you, but the number one person it's gonna be a little elbow grease on your part, and it's gonna be a way better job is if you paint you, right? Like, if you work on you and your problems. So part of the joys of life are your toil, right? If you have a job that you don't like, then maybe you shouldn't do it. If you have people that you don't like at work, maybe you should make a correction internally so that those people are more tolerable. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you. And so there's a bunch of different things that we're working on here today. This is going to be a broad brush here, guys. I'm going to be painting this with a broad brush. This is going to be you working on you, but also understanding that you're going to have some issues with some people at work, and maybe it is you, and maybe it's not you, and maybe you have to leave, right? And then you get a new job. You get a job that you enjoy with coworkers that you enjoy. Maybe it's something that you don't enjoy, but you enjoy the coworkers. Maybe it's something that you really love, you're passionate about, but it doesn't pay what you have to, and you have to get a second job that you're maybe not as passionate about, but you get to do the thing that you like to do. And there's all of those. I like helping people. That's why I've been in the role that I have for the last decade. And I still get to do that on my own, which is kind of fitting because as of the end of last week, coming into Jobly, I quit my job. I lost my job. So I am back. I'm working for myself now, and I have a job, and I enjoy my job. I enjoy anything that I put effort into. For the most part, I enjoy. I find joy in almost everything that I do, and I can't say the same for everybody. I can't say that everybody has that same capability. The same way that I'm actually, as of today, I am 9 months sober. I'm 9 months sober. And as of today, it's the anniversary of me running the A1 rental and sales business for 3 years. 3 years. We reopened those doors 3 years ago under my management, and we're still kicking. So, but I'm 9 months sober. Not everybody has my willpower, right? Like, some people can't just say, I'm just not drinking. Like, I stopped drinking before I even had a problem. And you could say, well, a problem, well, whatever. We can get down to the minutia of it. But I didn't have a problem. I wasn't like, it was costing me financially. I could see trends in myself that I didn't like. I could see, opportunities slide through my fingers. I could see days slip away from hangovers. And I chose to quit. And I just said, I'm going to the sober October and I'm not coming out of it. And I've been sober ever since. So and I'm enjoying it. I'm healthier now. My body is not, I would be dead already if I lost the amount of water that I have just sitting in my office for this last however long. And I've drinking out of enough of these in the last 4 days because of this heat wave that I probably could poop out a plastic spoon. That thing that you accumulate your whole life to find in microplastics to equivalate to. Is it a spork? Is it sporky? Anyways, don't forget, guys, take your kids out. This is not a plug. Take your kids out to go watch Toy Story 17. Like, just trying to keep Randy Newman employed, boys and girls. Just trying to keep him. I think he's still alive. He's got a friend in you. Just like me. I got a friend in you. I hope I do. But That's why we're here, the life theme. Instead of just, it's not just to see Kevin sweat on camera, right? But get a job this month. There's a lot of jobs. We're hiring. Call the shop. We're always looking for people because there's not a lot of people that are willing to work. And so that's it too. Maybe you have a job. Maybe you've worked on you. And then you want to take a little free time out of your month and just say, you know what, I'm worked on me. I put in an hour this every week into me, and I'm gonna spend 2 hours every week like hounding the homeless to get a job, taking that guy that's in the welfare line and getting him to get a job. And maybe you're gonna be serious about it, or maybe you're just gonna make their life miserable. And there's nothing wrong with that. One of the biggest things, and I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and maybe I'll go into another long rant about it on a different day, but the idea that like the Doris Roberts, the Marie Barone attitude of the world has dissipated since the 1950s. And it is really quite sad that overarching grandmother that would, like you didn't want to disappoint her, and she would make you feel guilty for doing something that wasn't savory, right? Like if you didn't have a job, you were just guilted into getting another one because what are you, a bum? What are you, a bum? Like bums don't, that's that guilt in our society has gone away. And I guess my dog decided to stay in here in the hottest room in the house and just sit here and pant with me. Anyways, that guilt is gone in our society, and I'm encouraging you to bring it back. Like, feel free to bring it back. And I know that the suicidal ideation of the internet is going to tell you that's not nice. And guess what? Life isn't nice. Life isn't nice. Is it nice when people starve to death under the bridge? No. Maybe they should have got a job. Maybe they should have got a job and worked hard. Oh, but they had food stamps. That's not my job to provide them with food stamps. It's not the government's job to provide them with food stamps. It's not anybody's job to feed them but them. The world isn't fair. The world isn't fair. And so to all those out, I'm speaking to the suicidal ideation people. And now I'm going to go back to speaking to the normal functioning adults who find amusement in guilt shaming people. So feel free to guilt the homeless into getting jobs. Drop off applications. Maybe there's a jerk at work that you want to mess with too. Maybe like you've done your self-reflection. You're like, I've tried everything with me. It's not me, it's them. And I'm just going to give them a like Tim Hortons application to go work at the Timmy Hose. Like I had a buddy as a manager who used to do that. Anytime people would gripe about their job being really crummy, he's like, well, here, try this one. And they would give him that. Or give him a tampon. I mean, either one, like they're still very, very, that's how guys do things. Now, HR says you can't do crap like that. But what HR don't know. Anyways, we're always hiring. Thanks, guys, for watching. And I'm hoping to get more of these to you. More of these videos. More clips. More long form, but also more shorts. Because you need all, just like these heroin sweats, you need Kevin on a daily basis. Otherwise, you start to sweat too. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's not a heat wave. Maybe it's because I haven't given you enough content and you're going through withdrawals. Something to ponder. So with that said, guys, we'll see you next time on Life22. Deuces.